Welcome everyone as Channel 19 presents Boys Soccer as the Silver Knights take on Haddon Hts Garnets. Nice, beautiful day out today and a very good day for soccer. You had some showers going on, but now it's 73 degrees, partly cloudy, and humidity very high, so it's going to feel very hot. It's not going to feel like 73. It's going to probably feel like it's in the 80s. We take a quick look in the Colonial Liberty standings, and Haddon Township right now is leading it with being right now, I believe, undefeated. They've only drawn against Sterling.
Yep.
And you take here the head-to-head. Sterling is seven wins and 1 draw in the last 8 games. Haddon Hts' last one was in 2014, and that game ended in a 3-2 win. And Haddon Hts again tied in 2016. In the last 2 games in 2015, Sterling both win.
John, Sterling, we were out here for the Sterling game against Haddon Township, and it was an impressive game for them. Came back and ended up with a tie, but it was a game where they fought hard and really did a lot of good things. You know, I know they had a frustrating loss against West Stepford, but you know, that Haddon Township game was probably one of their better games of the season. And looking at the season overall, John, one thing they've really had trouble doing is finishing and scoring, and that's something that they're looking to improve on.
And the big thing on with Sterling right now is kind of dealing with injuries. Their big loss was losing Ryan. And we'll look at the goal stats real quick. And Berkeley has 1. None of it, like, you don't see, they're not scoring as many goals, but here we go again. Also see Haddon Hts getting, I believe that should be 7 goals in total, so.
Yeah, a little more offensive firepower from Heights, but this is always a battle when these two teams get together. Obviously, you've got a divisional matchup. Here you look at the standings right there, and as we said, Haddon Township at the top. John, a good Haddon Township team, but I don't think they're like they were last year or the year before. Last year they had a really good team with a lot of veterans, a lot of kids who played varsity for like 3 years, and they were impressive. They just ran through their whole schedule. I think they were undefeated in the regular season.
Also to mention, the backup goalkeeper is now Joey Lomas.
Okay,
we saw last in Haddon Township able to get that, secure the draw.
Came in and did a real good job. But when I look at these two, you feel like these two teams, Sterling and Heights, are pretty even.
Berkeley scores straight off, and Sterling gets the first goal. Berkeley off with a header. He was left wide open.
And that happened quick. You saw Berkeley coming in here, a shot all the way from the outside, and Genre just got it in on net. And out of nowhere, the defenders lost track of Mike Berkeley, and just like that, Sterling's up 1-0.
Not even barely a minute past pired, and Sterling's already 1-0 up.
I think we were caught off guard, and so were the defenders of Haddon Hts. You see right there, he just split the middle, and Haddon Hts had no answer for covering Mike Berkeley.
Nice cross, nice header, and goalie was even unable to react. Not a very good job from Haddon Hts defense straight off this game, and confidence has really entered into Sterling. So we have a little friend with us.
Is this the same one that followed us around the last time, John? We got to mark them. Get a marker and mark them.
Who got 7? Who got 9? Who got 11? Yo, watch that wide, out wide.
Okay. And Haddon Hts is gonna get a free kick, and maybe we're gonna see the first test of this. Very big pile up, and probably to confuse the defense, but Vitale was able to get it out a bit, but
Joe Loomis not only came in, but made some big saves in that Haddon Township game. John, very impressive coming in out of the blue and doing what he was able to do. Really kept them in the game at one point.
Again, he's replacing the sophomore Ryan Maroney, who had an injury, a very unfortunate injury during that game.
Yeah.
And you see right there Joey Lomas. And Sterling has, again, lost a lot of key pieces, but they still find a way to fight back.
Yep.
And hold their own. This team is, their record doesn't show it, but how they play shows that they are a top quality team.
And that's what you have to do. You know, there's no use pouting about injuries because there's absolutely nothing you can do but just continue to play.
In comes Mike Berkeley down the sideline, gets a very big touch, tries to cross it in the middle, and the goalie gets it. And see right there, Berkeley showing off some speed, and we were talking about that also in the last game, how Sterling's able to have that speed on the attacking side on offense, and it really hurts defenses because they're not able to really catch up with some of these attackers sometimes.
Well, they're putting Mike Berkeley up, it looks like up on O. He was in midfield and just did an outstanding job in that Township game. Really did a good job nullifying one of the Township forwards, who's one of the top players in the conference. I believe that was Chatham. And now they're using his speed. And you saw Mike's speed really improve from last year to this year with the way he was playing Chatham in midfield. And you're really seeing an offense. John, on that far end, really had a head of steam going up there and almost got around the defender and had himself an open opportunity, real good opportunity against the Haddon Heights goalie.
Again, saw that second touch, and it looked like it was about to go out, but again, he was able to get there real quick, and Mike Berkeley's definitely a big piece to this Sterling team.
Tanju Sivry, another kid who did really well, really playing tough on the ball, using his body.
You see the foul. That's gonna definitely be called every single time. And a lot of this team is a very bonded group, and I think now, like early on in the season, you don't know what players can do, especially when you're a freshman. You got I believe you do have some freshman players in this lineup and bench, and you also have sophomores, so it's a very mixed group.
Good job by Kevin Martin going up that right side, stealing the ball from the Haddon Heights forward. Really checked back and did a good job defensively.
Good!
And I believe that's going to be a goal kick, and a good job defensively for Justin Maroney, as most of his team, all of his team call him Tank.
Okay. You're in charge of nicknames, John.
And now Sterling's gonna try to go back on Haddon Heights' end, but unable to. And right now, Heights now trying to find try to get their goal in now, and try to cross that in was number 7.
Baina?
Oh, yeah, that was number 7.
Yep. Andrew Baina.
try to look up here because then I just missed those names. Now Ermel on it, and it's going to be Sterling's ball. So no, it wasn't Ermel. That was Kevin Martin.
And you have to, one thing I'm saying, in the midfield, it looks like Sterling's winning the free ball battle, putting a lot of pressure on Heights, and you know, that's why I think we're looking at Sterling probably playing more of this game in the Haddon Heights end of the field.
Two very important things that Sterling's got to have to win is the free balls and the 50-50s. Because those are going to be very big opportunities to get the ball back on a attack of play when you're on attack and catch the defense off guard sometimes if a pass goes wrong.
Well, that's what I mean in that Haddon Township game when they were controlling the middle area of the field and really, you know, up on the Haddon Township forwards. That's when they were able to turn things around, get moving in transition. But when they left a lot of open area in there, that's when they struggled. That's when I felt like Haddon Township had a lot of the momentum. They want to try to avoid that. It's a good throw-in.
Good throw-in. Came in like a corner, and Ermel now is going to try to, I don't know, cross it in. Now just trying to send it into the box. Sterling was unable to, and now Heights is trying to come back, and we have...
Good job by Jesus Diaz, the senior fullback.
And we welcome Sean Clank to the broadcast.
Thank you. A nice start to this game, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. A nice Berkeley header. Caught the Heights defense off guard real quick. Just under a minute that transpired during this game.
Yeah, I was on the other side of the field and saw him hammer it home there. Got a good angle.
Heights now gonna throw this in, and still Heights trying to find that equalizer that they gave up quite early, and
yeah, it's not a. You can tell it's a is that Berkeley coming up on the run here, trying to find Kashmir. He comes out of bounds. We'll see if we can get a play here with a throw in. You can tell it's an unconventional year. We're talking about we're in October 20th, and neither Heights or Sterling have a conference win as of yet. So you know, you're usually battling towards the top of the conference.
Big throw in from
Vitale,
and
yeah, nice throw.
very dangerous for Heights right there. But Heights able to clear it out and now get it into Sterling's half, and now
Just went over everybody. You thought Maroney was going to have a chance to turn and maybe fire a shot on the Heights goalie.
Yeah, it's one of those situations. The throw-in is kind of put in a football perspective where a punter out-kicks the coverage. He actually out threw the coverage there. And Sterling didn't react fast enough to the throw. So, but it's a very nice throw back to Telly. So he throws back in, and Ermel's now going to work the ball back to Tanju Sivri. We got the ball over. We're attacking up on the left side here.
and now he's going to send it to Berkeley maybe. Now here trying to get the corner for, I mean not the corner, try to cross it in. But now it's going to be a throw-in.
Yeah, throw in here. And this actually wouldn't be a bad idea too. It's like you have Jesus Diaz as a pretty good foot here to actually drop back and maybe try to let him put one in the box. But
Thermal gets ahead to it, and Martin, I believe, got a foot onto that.
Yeah, nice flick here by I believe that was Ermel in the box here. Come up, has nice flick, and there's an opportunity here for Matt Martin. But Heights had a nicely defended there.
Matt Martin unable to get that on net. And it's now going to be a Heights goal kick. And now Sterling right now has been winning the, like we've already said, winning 50-50 battles, and some of the bad passes that Heights have made and try to get off field. And now Berkeley now on the move, takes a shot and keeper saves it.
Yeah, Berkeley with a nice burst of speed here. You can see here that Heights defender overran the ball, and then Berkeley almost made them pay here. Had a nice shot here, a nice save by the keeper there.
Yeah, Mike Berkeley really creating a lot of offensive pressure early on. Obviously, he had the goal, but also showing a lot of speed, getting away from defenders.
Well, and it's funny with most strikers, you see strikers taking 3 or 4 touches trying to make moves. Mike takes it right to the net, so he takes it to the hole to try to finish it off.
Comes to the corner, and it's not yet cleared out.
Yeah, nice corner. Heights comes down as a flick. Kashmir here, bringing the ball back down on the grass. He plays it back to Alexa. Yeah, a little tough there for. Ooh. Little tough to handle the ball there. The Sterling on that offensive third, because Heights had all 10 guys back behind the ball. So you can take 2 or 3 touches, but it's really not opening up a lot of opportunities.
Again, Sterling able to get a lot of opportunities this first half. Something that we didn't see in that last game was opportunities from Sterling in that first half, but we got to see them later in the second half.
Yeah, and look at the heat here. The Coach Marley's using his wholesale changes here as they get throw-in, so he's going to be changing pretty liberally here to get some fresh legs on. The temperature really rose about 10-15 degrees within the last hour and a half here.
Yep.
Humidity, a very big factor in this game. Like I said, it's apparently 72 degrees up, but with that humidity, it feels like it's almost 80.
Yeah, so Sterling here wholesale changes here. As Garcia, Brantley, Camardo, Sheehan, and Williams go into the game. We mentioned Braden Sheehan here. Let's take this opportunity to give a shout out to the patriarch of the Sheehan family who just passed away, Mr. Jack Sheehan. He's our superintendent's father, who had passed away, and is a ever-present person here around the Sterling campus supporting the athletics. But we just want to give our condolences to the Sheehan family.
Yeah, involved in there. I mean, you could speak to his involvement. You're involved with the swim club, and for many years he was involved with the swim club. Yeah. I used to see him playing basketball up there when he was, I think, around 80 years old.
Oh yeah, he was still getting involved and playing the he had the Godfather's privileges. Nobody blocked a shot or tried to steal a pass, but you just let him
just getting out there.
Yeah, absolutely. The ultimate show of respect here. But yeah, I mean Sterling's been around for about 60 years, and if you aggregate the totals of Sheehan's involvement within the Sterling community, within the family, I mean, you're probably talking about 150 years of Sheehan's within the Sterling community.
Yep.
So.
Kevin Martin's going to make a nice through ball, and
Garcia makes a nice run there. A nice job by Heights fighting that back.
Just a lot of consistent pressure, Sean, on those backs of Haddon Heights. I mean, Sterling is really, like I said it, they're winning the battles for the free balls.
Yeah, we're doing a nice job of advancing from the midfield and getting up and finding our attack wings and attack centers.
Tao's going to throw this in, and Heights able to get it out maybe. And Sterling is going to have another throw in, so Heights still has pressure from Sterling right now, so.
That pass back to Diaz here. Diaz goes back to Camardo.
Now Ermel's going to try to send it into the box, unable to.
Drop for me, Jesus.
And
No. Blue ball. Blue ball.
Okay.
it's going to be Sterling's throw-in.
Sterling's throw in as Hts is trying to get a couple subs in, but can't at the time. So it's and it's been a pleasant ride. Sterling's had a tough time putting consistent pressure on the goal, scoring goals this year. So this consistent pressure on the goal is a nice change, and really, yeah. We actually lost one of our attack mids the first game of the season, and it's really hurt us in that as far as getting consistent offensive pressure. So this offensive pressure here is a nice welcome sight today for Sterling. You know,
Scorers, I think, in soccer are tough to find. You know, it's you have a lot of good athletes out there, but boy, if you have the person that can finish, that can make a substantial difference in your win total at the end of the year.
Sure. I mean, prior to this game, I believe we only scored 4 goals this season, and I think we have 12 post and crossbars. So you know, so you talk about a game of inches. I mean, you literally could be. I mean, my guesstimate is we're probably one of the lowest scoring teams in the Colonial Conference, but you know, take those goals and crossbars away. Yeah.
And right now, Berkeley got that second goal today, so now that goal total now is a 5 goal total. So
sure, and if you like I said, I mean, and this is the game of soccer and the game of inches. I mean, if you take half of those goals that were post and crossbars this year, we could be one of the leading scoring teams in the Colonial Conference. So it's really it's really how the ball bounces that day. Lights does a nice job of reversing fields and crossing fields here.
Lights now gonna throw this in, a long throw in, and it's gonna come in and then go right out.
Ball never comes in. Jake Fatale coming down. We're gonna try to make a nice throw in here, and ooh, we called a foul throw here.
You can see right here, Fatale's gonna pick up his foot.
Yeah, I was in the middle of watching the run. I wasn't really watching the throw-in per se.
Hit the line.
So, yeah. So,
John Hall with good work spotting that out.
Yeah.
Here.
Back-to-back foul throws. You very rarely see that at the varsity soccer level. So, nice job by Sean Brantley winning the ball there.
Right now it's going back and forth, was going back and forth between Sterling and Haddon Hts.
Out, save it out. Good!
And here, Sivery talking to his players. Now Brandon Williams is on a breakaway.
Yes, Bruce Williams cuts back, crosses, comes back. Oh,
and a nice tackle from Hts. Made sure he got the ball, not Williams. That was going to be a penalty.
Oh, way to win it back by Bruce here. Nice fight. He was double teamed there, trying to keep the ball in.
That was Shane Daly chasing him down. Real good job defending. Bruce Williams has got some speed and some skill.
It looks like Sterling has a throw in here down in the almost like a corner kick here. There's if you look, Bruce came down and he was trying to go from right to left and then back to right, but a nice job by Shane Daly taking the ball and not letting him, and taking that opportunity away from him. So as the ball goes in the corner here, and I believe it's a throw in here for Vitale, who had a very nice throw in earlier, and like I said, trying to overthrow his offensive player. So let's see if we're. Oh, nice job. Oh, right into the side of the net.
You're throwing this like a corner kick out there.
It is. Yeah. It really is. That was a very good throw in by Jake Vitale. It's really nice to have those players that can really throw it in the box. So
yeah, you gotta.
like you said, it's almost like getting a corner kick.
Yeah. It's a nice opportunity, but a little off there. Jake, also one of our baseball players in the spring. One of our better baseball players.
Shortstop.
Yeah. Oh, nice job by Bruce shielding off and winning the ball back. It's back to Martin, who tries to chip through to Garcia. A little tired.
But now Garcia has it, and it's gonna be Sterling's ball again. So
It'll be a blue throw here. Here we go. We got Mr. Eppright here.
Jeff Eppright, been at Heights for a long, long time. Has had a lot of success there.
Longtime coach and husband of our Mary Jo Eppright.
Joe Eppright, yep. Does
At
a great
Sterling High
job
School.
here at Sterling.
Yeah.
Good job of Jesus Diaz stepping up right there, because you thought in transition Heights had a good burst going upfield, but that's what we talked about. Sterling right now doing a better job controlling the midfield.
Yeah, Sterling with some wholesale changes, and kudos to the team that was on the field. They really sustained the pressure there, and really kept Heights back on their heels during that time. And then Sterling with the wholesale changes come back in and get the try to get some more offensive firepower here.
And a decent amount of younger players, Sean, that were put in there.
Yeah, sophomore laden group that came in. So, but like I said, they, sometimes that's one of the advantages. Having those younger players to come in and spell some minutes and not give up any any chances. So it was a nice job by the Sterling bench there.
Lomas making
Hand!
that hit off the hand that did, and Sivery was telling Lomas to come out, and Lomas late reaction to do so.
Well, little indecision there. Sivery was trying to play back to the keeper, and then I think gave a little bit of a soft pass, and Lomas turned into a catastrophic mistake there. But nice job by Lomas. So if you look down on the side here, a little bit of community, and this is actually. Unfortunately, when you have your starting keeper out, you're going to have a little bit of miscommunications here. If you look at Sivery trying to head the ball back to the keeper so he can pick it up.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but didn't give a little too much off. Oh, great job here by Matt Martin stealing the ball.
Matt Martin, unable to get really too much control on it. But it was definitely looking to be a breakaway.
Yeah, nice open field steal there by Matt. So here we are for another dangerous throw in here by
Jake Vitale.
Jake Vitale. Yeah, nice little close-up picture here. And their high-definition cameras on the far side. Into the box here.
Bouncing around for a minute. Sivery's going to hopefully try to get it in, but back in the box, but he was unable to.
Yeah, Vasquez gets it over. That was...
Comes a corner and...
Kashmir Jeanray with a nice shot across the...
Timmy Hall was trying to flick it in the back heel of his boot.
Yeah. Nice job by Kashmir coming across, and Timmy came through and just mistimed that. So, but nice opportunity there.
Almost connected. They're getting they're finding openings in that middle area. Of course, we had Mike Berkeley with the goal and the header, but there's been other good opportunities where they've just missed, and you definitely saw that with Timmy Hall getting loose there in the middle.
Like I said, and this is one of the beautiful things about soccer. Two of the smallest guys on the field almost connected to make one of the biggest plays.
Yeah.
So. Oh, nice steal by Justin Maroney, but it turned the ball over.
Now they got Mike Berkeley playing in that midfield position again.
He's tough. Yeah, he controls the middle of the field.
That's a nice job by Berkeley. Oh, tried to fit it through to the corner. Nice job by Heights playing the head ball off there.
Sterling right now is playing a very physical game against Haddon Hts.
Yeah.
And it's something that I don't think Haddon Hts was really expecting.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing here you see from Sterling is a lot of nice hard work coming in here. Like I said, they've had a little bit of tough season up to this point, but you look at them working, and we're winning a lot of those balls that that just come down to one, you know, and who wants it more. And right now, Sterling's wanting it more. They're winning the loose ball battle, and they're getting to the they're getting to those areas and creating chances. So
about 12 minutes and 40 seconds unofficially remaining.
You got Justin Brody throwing the ball in here.
Not as deadly, but it's still deadly to get that in.
Yeah, trying to find Berkeley's head there. He's missed up on the. And Heights trying to play through. Nice block down by Vitale, and it puts right back down, and Timmy Hall putting pressure on. Yeah, Sterling's done a nice job from the midfield to offensive third transition so far, and really keeping pressure on Heights.
And a lot of sustained pressure. You know, not just you get up there, you get one kick. It's really, you feel like you have Heights' backs against the wall here.
Yeah. Because now we have, I believe it's corner kick here.
And visit us on Channel 19 on YouTube, where we have this game live stream for those people who are watching this, and also on cable. So you get to check out highlights, and now we're going to check on this corner real quick, and it's in! Oh!
Yes,
No, it's in!
Nice
Now
job.
it's in!
Nice job by Heights saving the Timmy Hall following up. Tanju Sibri got a nice head on it, and it looks like one of the defenders tried to, got past the goalie and got one of the Heights defenders off the crossbar, and Timmy Hall just with, like I said, that 1-2 and stick to itiveness to here, finishing off with a nice head ball.
Guys, that's what we said about the forwards. Finding open spaces there and able to put the constant pressure. And it's a big reason why you're looking at a 2-0 lead.
Timmy Hall dives in for the ball with his head. You can see right here.
Yeah.
And he actually goes in the net with the ball.
Sure. I mean, leave no doubt about it. So we used to call those the mailman goals. You deliver them. You deliver them to the net. So, but nice job by Timmy Hall. Again, Timmy Hall on the one of our younger players. He's a sophomore.
Yeah. Kid with a lot of speed.
Ooh. There's an offsides call here.
And
So he played it through, and
Timmy Hall is offside, but they're complaining that it went past him, which I could understand about, but it's affecting the play, I guess, and that's why they're going to call it.
Yeah, it's tough to tell from this angle. The referee had a better angle there, and it looked like he just was a little bit offsides. But you know, it's tough when they in transition and your eyes open up because you're getting a nice, you're looking at a nice opportunity, not necessarily focusing on the defenders. So, but great job by Sterling here in the first half. You know, putting 2 away.
And not to mention both headers.
Yeah.
Both coming crosses too.
And this is a, I mean, that's half our goal total for the year in this first half. So nice job by Sterling coming out and, you know, putting some good work in. You know, and as we said in many a soccer broadcast here, 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in soccer. You know, I mean, the 3-goal lead will
Not even a 3-goal lead. I've seen 3-goal leads come down instantly sometimes. You never know. Soccer is a very brutal game that can haunt you sometimes.
There's a throw in here. We got Justin Maroney throwing it in.
Again, Timmy Hall and Mike Berkeley both scoring Sterling's first 2 goals this game, and Berkeley very early on in this game, and
puts in the box. And again, it's difficult here as Michael tries to turn there. It's very difficult right now because it's real crowded in the box. Haddon Heights is really collapsing on defense. So right now they have 10 guys back behind the ball every single time. So when you look at it and you look at these teams putting in putting in the head balls, you know, that's where the opportunities are coming, because it's too many legs on the ground to try to get the try to put it through 22 sets of legs here.
Well, here comes another dangerous corner for Heights.
There's Matt Martin putting the ball in. Sterling right in
Goalkeeper had to punch it out. That was looking to go in. Sivry now shielding it off.
Sivry shearing, trying to get a...
Good job by the Heights goalie, really getting up there.
Yeah. It looks like Sterling has another corner here. So another opportunity for Sterling here.
Well, everyone kind of confused what the call was.
Yeah. And Sterling with the nice sustained pressure all first half here. Let's see if we can put another one away.
Comes the cross.
And crosses over.
And Sivry tried to put his foot around it, but lifts the ball up high.
Yeah. Sivry trying to turn, get his hips around, and air mails one there. So, yeah, Sterling comes in with another set of...
and Heights comes out with one.
Yeah, next wholesale changes here in the next dead ball.
Nice pass from Sivry. And now
Next Vasquez turns the ball over. Heights coming back. Nice job by Armel dispossessing the ball from Heights. The balls come in. Heights brings 2 on, and Sterling brings 7 on.
And Heights brings 1 on.
Yeah. So nice job by Sterling. See if we can keep the sustained pressure on with these changes again. We did a nice job in the first couple of rotations here, keeping sustained pressure on. Sterling's being very fresh, so keeping those fresh legs in there is really putting pressure on Heights' defense. Yeah, Heights is switching fields here. Coming through as Diaz plays the ball out. And sent back in. Got Braden Sheen fight for the ball.
Doing a very good job right there, and makes Haddon Heights really work for it.
Yeah, Heights coming in with the throw in here.
Unofficially closing in here on the 5-minute mark.
Lomas really only has made 1 save so far, and to most keepers that's good, but it also can be dangerous because you're not used on saving the ball throughout the game and all, but
You're not in a rhythm, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Not in the rhythm to save it, and you can find your opponent quickly scoring on you a couple times.
But again, let's not discount that. That was a big save by Lomas earlier. Coming out of the net, and there was a one-on-one possession. So to come out and actually to make that save and not have that, I said, not having that constant pressure, not having the constant work, he was really alert there, especially for somebody who came off as a field player to take the spot of goalie. Yeah.
Well, in the middle of that last game, he made some unbelievable saves. I mean, you just want somebody just to hold down the fort, but he did that and then some.
Yeah, he was putting some stakes in that tent in that fort.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's putting some more supports in that fort there. So, a nice job.
But again, it also means that the defense is doing a very good job to not let Lomas have too many shots on him now. So that's also a very good sign.
Well, this is one of the signs of how strong the Sterling program is. I mean, you lost your starting keeper, you lost a couple other players to injuries, and you're still making wholesale changes, and the quality of play does not drop off when you're going to your bench. So, kudos to Mr. Marley's of really keeping the kids active and keeping that high level of play and expectation across the board.
I think that was called for a handball, but didn't quite see that.
Yeah.
Now Williams gonna try to use his speed, but
Oh, tried to chip it through to Garcia and just went a little too long.
Yeah.
So it was a good idea, just a little bit too long for Josh Garcia. He said Josh, another sophomore. You know, and you see a lot of the sustained pressure and hustle plays made by sophomores, which is you know, only a nice view of the future in the program.
and that's gonna be Heights' ball.
Yeah, come down. I mean, it's a shame because I think if you watch that replay, the defender was just going to play it out, and Bruce trying to put pressure on actually bailed them out a little bit and gave them a throw in.
Win second.
And Sterling still trying to find it. Now Bruce kind of gives it to Garcia and Martin now. But now it's going to be Sterling's time to defend for a little bit.
Good job by Diaz playing it out there. It looked like it was going to be a dangerous transition there for Heights, and Diaz did a nice job of breaking it up.
You see there, I just saw the referee checking his watch, so we're definitely ending near.
Yeah. Oh, nice play through by Ermo. Brantley come down the corner. Oh, nice job. Wins the tackle there. And comes through. Nice battle. Say we're under a minute here. Oh, Bruce Williams with a nice opportunity there.
Nice knuckleball right there from Bruce Williams.
Yeah. Bruce like he has it from about 25 out. Takes a nice shot. Has a little bit of a window.
Ball doesn't even move. That's just
unfortunately puts a little bit too much.
Yeah, even if you're far out, hey, just put it on the net. You never know what can happen. Yeah. And we've seen instances where with those far shots, you've gotten the forwards crashing the net.
Got under it a little too much. I mean, you know, you like to, as you see him turn the hips, and, you know, he's trying to drive the ball and got under it a little too much. It's one of the few opportunities as Heights had the ball uncontested in the midfield, and Sterling still ends up with it.
Williams could maybe be offside, but it doesn't even matter as the Heights goalkeeper has it. From my angle, he looked a little bit offsides, but
unofficially we're out of time here, so we'll see what the referees have. We're in extended play, as we say.
Extra time.
Yeah, out of time.
And I see what he was trying to do, but Williams wasn't able to get the pass off to Bruce Williams. But now Sterling's continuing to hold on to this 2-0 lead, and
yeah, nice job by Ermo. Looking to switch fields here.
Gonna go out, and it's gonna be Heights' ball.
Come down, nice win by Colin Chestnut. Trying to get the ball to Williams. Oh, for a second there, it looks like he had Garcia on a through ball there and missed him. Little chip ahead to Brantley.
Brantley trying to just have enough to go around the defender, but goalkeeper hasn't, and that's going to do it for the first half as Sterling is leading against Haddon Heights 2-0. We'll be right back for second half action.
sorry I missed it.
It's okay. You can check out all the highlights on Sterling TV 19's YouTube channel.
Oh, wow, really? All right, I'll check it out then.
Bye.
And welcome back, everyone, as Sterling is leading the Haddon Hts Scarnets 2-0. And again, quite surprisingly from Sterling to see that early goal in like under a couple seconds, under a minute, I should mention. And Sterling right now able to maybe get their first win of the season.
Well, they were going up that far side and just turned and put the ball in net. And boy, Mike Berkeley really came out of the blue there and found an opening, got the one-time header, and the goalie had no shot. But something was definitely needed for Sterling. You know, John, we talked in the pregame how Sterling's really struggled with scoring goals, and that was a nice burst right there to get that first goal. And the momentum kind of carried out through the first half, and they really controlled the attack time throughout.
Again, Mike Berkeley scoring the first goal, and also Timmy Hall also scoring the second goal. The second goal coming off with a corner
Another
kick.
head ball, right?
Yeah, another head ball. Both goals have been off the head, so it's definitely going to be quite interesting to see how Heights now reacts to this. And also a big mention out there with Joey Lomas making a very big save.
Yeah.
1v1 opportunity. Heights unable to get that. It was able to be called a handball with Lomas's 1v1 save. And so far, the backup keeper has been doing really well for Sterling. And we look another look at the Colonial Liberty standings. And really, Haddon Township has had all the wins so far, so no one else has been really winning.
I don't think I've ever seen 4 games into a season where you've got, 5 teams with no wins. It's just been a strange year. There you look at the Colonial Patriot, and
yeah,
you know, there you see Woodbury, usually not a soccer power up at the top. And there's the head-to-head matchups here that we had talked about early on in the pregame. Its last win was 2014. But some tight games, John. You look right there at the 1-0 win by Sterling. So it's always been a competitive rivalry.
and with this win, they could really jump up into like a second place here. So, and
kind of like the NFC East a little bit, huh?
anyone can win it in that division. Anyone. Again, Heights still hasn't came out, and kind of wondering why the ref hasn't told him to hurry up a bit. But anyway, Heights will start the ball in the second half, and we will see how Heights reacts, and will Heights get a goal? And Heights tried to cross it in, and now it's easily Sterling's ball, and Vitel's going to throw this in.
Jake Vitel's had some real nice throw-ins, can really get a lot on it. And you know, obviously this is in their own end, but he had some throw-ins in the Heights end that were almost like corner kicks, the way he can get the ball up high and give Sterling forwards a chance in the middle.
Like we've said a lot during this broadcast and all, is that Sterling, yes, has to deal with through injuries, but the quality that they are able to play is really good, but they just don't get they are unable to get like chances to get a good shot on. They really don't have one of those strikers that has a good finish on them. So ball's gonna come in, and right in front of us, quite literally.
There you are, part of the action, right in your living room, right?
Yeah. Also, Maroney also has a very good throw-in too. Not as powerful as Jake Fatale's, but it's definitely up there.
Good job getting the ball back to Jesus Diaz and having Sterling just kind of reset right there.
Matt Martin trying to zips it up, and Sterling's trying to get it back, and Armel heads it up, and Patel tried to save it, but unable to, as it's going to be a Heights ball.
A nice rush upfield. And you saw Sterling, John, bring the ball back, set it up, and give themselves some space up the field. You know, got the ball up, didn't get it in towards the goalie for a scoring opportunity, but the way they played that just shows you how they've gained some confidence since the last time we saw them against Haddon Township. A good game in its own right, but they're just doing a much better job controlling the ball right now.
They're going to have maybe Mike Armel, and that's going to... Again, Sterling was looking for the foul right there on... but unable to, but it's going to have a nice throw-in, and it's going to be another throw-in, so Justin Maroney is going to throw this in. Comes in the throw. Armel tries to flick it up, but unable to, and Heights going to recover.
Heights doing a little better job in coverage there, John, than they did at points in that first half. I'm sure that was a big thing that Coach Jeff Epwright had talked about at halftime.
And we're going to welcome back Sean Clank for the second half action also. Quickly has to go for a phone call. And Heights takes a shot just over, so Heights able to get a shot on goal here, just over the bar. And
well, we say it, John, when you're having a lot of struggles in the offensive end, if you get any chance, just turn and shoot it, and anything can happen. And a goal right now would just give them a burst of momentum and probably help carry them through the second half offensively. Give credit to Sterling. Sterling's really been equal to the task in covering the forwards. And like you said, Joe Lomas hasn't had a ton of action, but when he has, he's come up big.
And this is going to be that could have been a very big opportunity for Sterling right there.
Yeah, he had control, just couldn't quite catch up with it. But our forwards are giving fits to these backs of Haddon Heights with their ability just to get upfield in a hurry. We've had some passes that went a little long there. You say genre kind of got the ball ahead of himself a little bit, but Sterling's offense has really been on point today.
Now Heights going up the sideline has two Sterling defenders on them, and it's going to be a goal kick. And a good job Sterling defensively, able to get that to a goal kick, and we take right here, going to Channel 19 Twitter, and you get to see some more of Sterling, see some highlights, what happens during the game. And also to mention out is at overtime, which is another, it's a lot more behind the scenes. Strauss's class now does it, so and we'll take a look at
Nice shot by Maroney, controlling and seeing Matt Martin on that far side.
Matt Martin gives it to Berkeley, and it was going to be a nice 1-2 touch right there, but unable to, and Ermel now has it. It's going to try to take it out, switch fields real quick, but it's going to come off the Heights, one of Heights' defenders, and you see right here at Knights overtime. That's my bad. Again, that's a new Twitter page that we came up, the broadcasting classes come up with and all, so you get more behind the scenes action and you get to see and know the players a lot better, like as some of the teachers do.
Yeah, that's something where if you're sitting home watching, you can, obviously we always have our phones on us, reference things right there, and to what you said, John, find out little things about kids that you might not have known.
It's a very low corner from Matt Martin, and Ermel's going to take a shot straight through. No one blocked that. Goalkeeper was watching that. And a very, very dangerous shot.
And good job. I mean, usually, you know, if you're, say, 10 yards further, 15 yards further, you'll have a high arcing shot. But good job of Ermel to recognize that you needed that line drive bullet shot, but went just to the left of the goal. You don't want to give those goalies time to react.
Justin Maroney goes around to the defender, gives it to Amare, and unable to get a nice clean first touch. If he did, that was looking to be a goal right here. Just came off his chest, and
but John, a great job to control it and at the very least get it on net.
Again, very unlucky not to get a good touch on it. First touch, I should say. Siveri able to clear it out. Kevin Martin now has it. And now
Mr. Sean Clank joining us again.
Back on the mic, we have a 1-1 countdown at JV. So a 1-1 score.
And who is JV playing? Same team? Or?
Yeah, they're playing Heights. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're playing Haddon Heights. We scored we called it an NHL goal here because there was a ball that was shot that went off the rear end of Jaden Johnson, who scored the goal.
Oh, geez.
So he got credit for the goal. It's like an NHL playoff goal. And Mike Barkley controlling the ball in the corner. Back to Vitale. Nice cross here. Oh, the goalkeeper.
Keeper missed the punch, and that could have been very dangerous if someone was right near him.
Yeah, that's one of the few times you really needed somebody up there. Sterling didn't have their forwards crashing the net, or that would have been trouble for Heights.
And oh yeah, keep going.
There's a lack of communication there in Heights because there's a defender standing right by him who should have told the keeper he has time, can play the ball in the air. So I think the goalkeeper's under the mistaken impression there's a Sterling player there, so try to punch it out. That's where communication's key for the defense.
Again, they were double marking Mike Berkeley, and you probably see why in this game. Able to score early in the game and able to get some shots at goal, and they really see him as a very dangerous player, and you see the substitutions come in for Sterling. And
yeah, Mike's somebody who, you know, he doesn't know the the phrase halfway or go three-quarter speed. He goes 100% all the time. So anytime you have an athlete like that who's going 100% all the time, it always puts the defense on edge. And it's always nice to have that player in the team. You know, I mean, you hope to have 10 players on that team like that.
And he's aggressive too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think, and that makes some guys think twice about going for the ball. And again, he's really been impactful in the middle area of the field. And of course, to go along with the goal today, a lot of the real good pressure he's put.
Little unforced error there by Sterling as Jesus Diaz tried to hit Kevin Martin, and then played it out of bounds. He's giving Heiss an opportunity here.
Yeah, Hite's now going to have an opportunity to get a shot here.
Oh,
Coming across
dangerous
the middle, very dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous cross there. Sterling on the transition. Nice job by Sean Brantley winning the ball there. Looks like we got a, I don't know if it's a throw-in or a foul call. I'm not sure what the referee called there.
You saw it on the replay. That's a big-time break for Sterling because that was just placed perfectly. Had one forward got up there just not in time. And
yeah, that's a perfect cross. And I mean, fortunately for Sterling, Heights didn't have the other strikers up in the position to put that away.
And I was also quite surprised not to see Lomas try to go for it. Not seeing any of attackers there near it.
Yeah. Well, at that angle, Lomas is playing the shot, not the pass. So. Ball coming up and.
Surprised that almost felt like a dangerous kick right there from Heights.
Yeah, very nice play though. I mean, he's
able to get around the player, but
well, he actually used Sterling's defender's body to actually propel him into the kick. There's a ball out of bounds here. Sterling get a chance to change some field position here. As Kevin Martin throws the ball in. So as you can hear in the, I don't know if you can hear it through the broadcast, but we're getting some tackling instructions here from football. Or blocking instructions, taking your right shoulder through the other shoulder. Jake
Vitel's going to try to.
By Jake Vital, his head of steam up there.
Going to try to cross the sin. I don't know.
Yeah, puts a shot on goal. Sets it down. Like I said, I'm not sure if he intended to put a shot on goal or just try to chip it in and find somebody, but it goes through the keeper. Bruce Williams plays to the corner. As Brantley is.
And Heights complaining that Sterling's players touched, and Mike Berkeley is now coming back on, and Kevin Martin's coming off.
Yeah. Berkeley replaces Martin. There's a ball in there. And plays back out. I'm not sure if Sterling has the right rotation there. They brought Kevin Martin off, and then Berkeley looks like he wants into an offensive mid position.
It could be playing now a 3-4-3. Or maybe a 4-4-2. Could be many things, many formations.
Looks like a 4-4-2 to me, John.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I could probably see a 4. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing a 4-4-2 here. Schul's the soccer expert.
I'm not a soccer expert. I threw that in there in jest.
He's being a math teacher, when he goes 4-4-2, he's giving you the derivatives here and trying to.
Yeah, we'll take it to another level.
Yeah.
That'll shut my mic off.
Yeah. 4-4-2 equals 32, right, Kev? You gotta multiply all those.
Heights took a big shot, and now Heights on a counterattack. Big opportunity against Lomas. Lomas is kind of dragged out a bit, takes a shot, and it just goes over.
And Heights
Lomas just looks like that.
Guys, it looked like they gave Heights a little bit of space in the middle area of the field, and Heights took advantage of it. And that's the one area where we felt like Sterling controlled. They were winning a lot of free balls. As we look at this right here.
Look right here, and you see they're about to block, and you see the two football players like, what just passed us?
Jake Vital comes off.
Now Heights right now is being able to get a couple chances right now, and Heights is really looking very dangerous, but Bruce Williams now has it, and we all know he has the speed, he can take shots, and now here we go. Sterling's gonna cross this in. Goalkeeper's gonna come out and grabs it. Easy save for the keeper. And Mike Berkeley comes flying through the air with the greatest of ease and heads it.
Well, good job of Mike Berkeley stepping up, because, John, like we said, on that and a good job right now defending the middle of the field. I'm sure Coach Pete Marley's talked about that on the last opportunity. Sterling was a little lax and loosened up a little bit. Heights had a real good opportunity, so nice job of Sterling stepping up right there, making things difficult for Heights.
It's gonna switch sides now, and it's gonna be a Heights ball.
You got Heights with the throw in, but the Sterling well defended there.
And nice clearance from Sivery. And that's going to be out.
That ball out of bounds, and Berkeley bringing it in to Garcia.
It's going to be, again, another Sterling ball.
Down by 2, Heights at some point. I know there's still, over 21 minutes left, but at some point they're going to really have to start pushing up. Take some chances.
Yeah, it's a...
This game is actually kind of reminding me a lot of the Sterling versus Township. Sterling is the Township, and Haddon Heights is Sterling. Around like the 20-minute mark, that's when Sterling actually scored that first goal. And actually, no, I think I could be wrong. I could be thinking of the girls' soccer game. Now thinking about it.
Sterling with some subs here as Garcia comes off, and Diaz comes off. And Tim Hall and Kashmir Genre step on.
But either way, it's really still really close. Anyone can still win this.
Well, at least we said. Yeah, Sean, you talked about it before. This the 2-0 lead. That next goal is the big one.
Yeah, I mean it's a. Usually if the team that's up by 2 puts one in, it pretty much deflates the other team, because coming back from 3 goals not much, but and then the team that's down by 2, if they put one in, then all bets are off. It's it's going to be a tense finish.
Here comes the cross.
Yeah. Nice job by Sterling to push the ball out there. As on that restart kick, it's like Mr. Schulz was talking about Heights trying to push up the offense. They put 7 guys into the box, and and then on the restart, and Heights put the ball on the restart, put it right into the box.
Now Sterling is really, I think, if Sterling gets a goal soon or somewhere around here, I think they really put this game down. But now Lomas going to have to make a save here, and a nice save from Lomas.
Nice job by Heights there. It's a real dangerous ball here. He definitely plays it through and splits the defenders. And Lomas, right on top of it.
Yeah,
so
good
nice
job by Joe Lomas committing early. You see him right here. He knew what he had to do, committed early, didn't get himself caught in between, and that's something you don't want to have as a goalie.
Yeah, if you get a if you stay back there and then the defender's coming in, it's possible that you can even draw a penalty within the box. So nice job by Lomas coming out nice and strong, not making his defenders make that decision.
Right now, Sterling, Mike Berkeley now is going to go for a challenge, and he gets it. And Timmy Hall and Mike Berkeley are both going for it.
So another nice through ball here.
And it's going to be a Haddon Hts
Haddon Hts corner. Another nice through ball here, and they got it through. Nice work as Sibry puts it on right, but nice work by Haddon Hts to find opportunity.
Yeah, Tanju Sivry's really played well on the back end in the couple games we've had, the boys soccer team. And there you see right there, he negated a point-blank opportunity.
Here we go, Haddon Hts gonna have, believe, their first corner of this game. Here it comes.
Ball in and
misses everyone, and now they're gonna have to, Stone's gonna put this one forward, hits a fan, and he's saying the other direction.
yeah.
But
it's a little too long in that corner. They had somebody crash in the far post, but the corner kick actually outshot that player coming to the far post.
And Sterling able to hold on. Here comes Jake Valtal, and nice good tackle, and it's gonna, I thought that stayed in, but.
You see this tackle, I guess, yeah, that's on the ball.
Yeah. He hits the ball first, not Jake Valtal, and nice clean tackle.
Brayden Shan right there, getting it over there. See the younger guys out there. You see it right here. Yeah, it's on the ball. Boy, good aggressive play. You said soccer wasn't a physical sport, right, John?
Very true. Can be a very physical sport, and here goes a goal kick, and about 15 minutes and 20 seconds to go unofficially. And you would think that Heights needs to score soon, but like I mentioned during the halftime, I saw a 3-goal lead from a professional soccer team and lose it in a matter of 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the only thing I think, the difference here, John, is I think Heights has got to push it up a little. Normally you might wait to the last 6 minutes, 7 minutes, but the fact that Heights really hasn't had many legitimate scoring opportunities would lead me to believe that they might even do this a little bit sooner. And they also have, what you were saying, they have pushed things up a little bit just inside the 20-minute mark. So, they're getting at that point where they got to try to make things happen on the offensive end.
Yeah, right now it's Sterling. You really can't get lazy here, and you have to play smart and not give up any fouls within the other side of the midfield. Because if you give up the other side of the midfield, Heights is just going to put the ball in the box and try to create havoc there.
And you felt like at one point, probably about a little over the 20-minute mark, Sterling loosened up a little bit, left some space in midfield. Heights almost got a real good opportunity. Then about a minute later, you saw a similar thing happen with Heights, and Sterling clamped down and really did a good job getting to the free balls, making things difficult for Heights in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Timmy Hall's going to try to cross this in, but it's also mentioned, like, this time that this 13 minutes and 25 seconds that Sterling really has left unofficially is going to really matter the most on how they play.
Yeah. Sterling has a corner here, so let's see if we can finish it off with an opportunity here. That's a little bit dangerous because you don't want Heights coming out the other way.
Now Heights now has it. It's going to just send it up. Jake Valtel's going to likely get there, but it's going to might go out before it did.
It's out of bounds here. He smartly plays it back here to Kevin Rodriguez. And playing the time here. So Sterling really wants to play the open areas and open space right now, if they can. You know, a little under 12 minutes. Ooh, Alexis Vasquez misses there. Here, Justin Maroney got the ball back to Alexis. Coming through the Kaz. Kaz into the box, trying to make a dangerous play here.
Kid might be going to cross this in, and it just goes high. Probably be better if he went for a low cross.
Kaz, John, you're showing some real skills here, breaking down a defender.
Yeah, it looks like the last touch, it was a little too far into the, to the goal line. I think he probably wanted a little bit closer so he can, you know, pass it back out. But once it went that far, he had to try to turn and take a shot. Kind of lessened his options there on that last touch. Ball coming out. Sterling does a nice job in the midfield. I believe they call it a handball here.
Now Heights is going to try to send it up. Go for the short pass. Pretty smart to do. Sterling's not expecting it. He could have gotten some more green if he waited a little bit more, but and it's going to be Heights' ball to throw in. Heights is going to also make a substitution.
Tank on 23. Kevin, drop it a little bit.
And it's also going to be Heights' ball again.
Yeah, Heights are the throw in here. Sterling has to make sure they mark up here. There you got a nice close up here.
Close up, yeah.
There you go. You got a nice sporting the ponytail, not the man bun. So we'll go with that. Oh,
And came
nice.
off a deflection off one of the defenders, and luckily straight to
That was a nice
Lomas.
opportunity. Comes down here, nice turn here. A nice quick shot. Nice job by Lomas being in position to make the shot. See how he dropped down the one legs and make sure that they didn't go through his legs. So really nice job by Lomas there. And a quick shot.
Well, we're getting to that point for Heights, under the 10-minute mark unofficially, where, again, they're going to send some people up and try to get some opportunities, and a real good opportunity right there. But as you guys said, just a great job by Joe Lomas being right there. And you know, and I think sometimes, you know, it was right at him, but he put himself in position through anticipation of knowing where to be. So you got to give him credit on that one.
And now Haddon Hts now rolling up on the left sideline now, trying to cross it in, but Ermel's right in the way, so unable to do that, and it's going to be Sterling's throw-in.
Mike Ermel, another kid who's played a real nice game. You see him making things difficult for Heights, chasing him down that left side, leading to a Sterling throw-in going the other way by Maroney.
Sivery's going to put that up, and it's going to be a Sterling ball quite dangerously. Well, not definitely in Heights' half, so.
Coach Pete Marley's. And I'm going to guess his 11th, 12th year here as the head soccer coach at Sterling. A lot of success.
Williams going to take a shot, and defender able to get a foot there. And that's going to be a card. And
it was Shane
dangerous.
Daly right there. You could see, Daly right now sensing the desperation for Haddon Heights to try to get something going right there, but just kind of overdid a little bit getting the card.
I'm going to see right here. We're going to see the slide tackle happen. Goes around. Yeah, that's going to get called.
Yep.
Very
kind of a little bit past the ball, right?
Maroney going to take a shot. Just goes wide. Nice cross in. Justin Maroney able to get the scraps of that. Pretty much what it really is called when you're behind there. You just get the scraps, the leftovers, try to clean it, get it in there. You're like the last chance to really get it in there. And we will be doing a post-game show at the end of the second half. Right now, Heights still trying to find their first goal in this game, and Lomas is going to have to make another save, which he does.
Good job of Lomas coming out, breaking it up. You saw a Heights forward a little bit ahead of the pack, so that's it could have been trouble if Joe didn't make that quick decision to come out there.
Like we've been saying, Lomas hasn't had too much action, but when he has been put up the test, he's been able to make some good, nice saves. And right now, Heights doesn't have too much time to play with. Right now, time right now for Heights is becoming a big factor.
Continuing to defend, you see Bruce Williams right there, really playing hard. I think a lot of our forwards are doing a good job when they have to come back and D. And again, I just am impressed with how tough Sterling is in the middle of the field, winning most of the free balls. Really controlling the game.
Right now, no, not one team's yet to really hold possession long enough so far, but now Maroney's setting up for Brendan Williams. Matt Martin. And Heights now going up, but Jake Vitale able to intercept that ball. Matt Martin trying to send it into the middle. Williams is going to try to save it. Nice camera angle right here, and Williams is going to shoot it into the corner, but
John, a good job by Sterling here for about 45 seconds, controlling the ball, taking time off the clock, making some space for themselves. And you see things like that connected on some passes. It just tells you that Sterling's really gained a lot of confidence in this game, and at this point in the season, obviously you don't have the goals, but with the way they're controlling play has been impressive throughout this game.
Here comes Haddon Hts, and this is going to be a throw-in for Haddon Hts now, and
you can hear the desperation over on the Heights end.
yeah, trying to think of trying to get right now. If Sterling gets this, they can be on a very dangerous counterattack. There's only one defender's really there, and Sterling almost had to make a save either way. There wasn't a foul.
Wasn't sure for a second if that was a whistle from the other over at football, but obviously it was the soccer whistle from this game for one of the refs.
And that was going to be a handball. You saw.
Okay.
But either way, Lomas,
Yeah.
nice save. Way to be there.
It's gonna see the handball here.
It's going to be coming off from number 11.
Yeah.
Slow it down right there. You just see it come off, but I think it came off from number 10, if not maybe number 11. Do they have a number 11 on there? Yeah, they do. Sorry, I had to make sure. You never know. You just start seeing random numbers. And now Kevin Martin. And never mind about that, because Haddon Hts now has it. And I feel like anytime I try to say something, the other team now has it.
Time really running down now. Unofficially 1:30 is left. And we will have a post-game show to follow. First win of the season for the Sterling Knights. If this holds up.
Maroney. Good save from the Heights goalie there. Nice. Had to punch it over the post. And really unexpected from it.
Man, that's a great shot when you're under pressure from two defenders just turning and unloading it and almost putting it into the corner right there.
Nice idea. Unlucky to get that in, but.
Oh man, almost.
That
Just perfectly placed.
Here we go. Sterling's gonna take the corner now, and let's see how it does. Okay, corner. Ermel's just.
All right, John, they looking down at their watches yet? Have you noticed?
Haven't noticed it yet, but
Oh, there we go.
there's the first one. Yeah, I just saw it. So we're definitely nearing the end of this game, and Sterling is looking, not to mention to get a clean sheet, but also a win out of this. So first for both. Hopefully it did not jinx that, because I believe this might be a corner for Heights.
What are you doing, John?
You know, just can't have one or the other these days, you know.
Well, this is where the 2-goal lead is safe. This would be a very nerve-wracking one if it was a 1-0 lead.
Here comes Heights' corner. It's coming in, bouncing around, another cross, and that's going to go out for a goal kick. And I think after this kick, we'll see the whistle blow.
Yeah, can't be too much.
Who's going to kick it? What we'll do is a nice short pass. Severy's just going to send it up, and surprisingly, still haven't heard it. Still haven't. Anyway, but Sterling's going to run up the field. It's going to be Haddon Hts' ball. And Mike Berkeley has it. And that's going to do it for the second half. Sterling gets their first win against Haddon Hts. 1 goal from Mike Berkeley and 1 goal from Timmy Hall. And Haddon Hts Scarnets lose this game in the Silver Knight. The Sterling Silver Knights gets their first win of the season, and post-game will follow after this.
Mr. Schultz back here with our one of our stars of the game. We're first going to talk to Mike Berkeley. Mike, great job out there today. It looks like the coach Marley's had you play more of an offensive role today. Talk about how that worked out for you.
All right, so in the recent games, we haven't really gotten much going in the beginning of the game, so he just figured he'd try and put a big guy up top, score a header maybe, which is what happened today.
And you talk about your size, also your quickness. I mean, you're quick out there. Is your ability to play physical something that helps out on the offensive end?
Yeah, 100%. Like getting corner around a kid, putting your shoulder into him, it'll get you around him every time. Well, most of the time.
And they did it to give the team an offensive burst. Did you think it was going to happen that quickly?
No, I didn't think it was going to be 30 seconds in the game, no.
Walk us through that first goal, Mike.
Well, I mean, we send the ball to the corner every game to start us off. And we got the ball up. I saw Kaz go to the corner. I knew I had to be in the box, and nobody went with me, so I had a free header on net.
And did you see where the defenders were as far as where you would position yourself in the middle?
No, I kind of just went for the ball.
It was a good sense because you put yourself in the perfect spot,
yeah.
And like I said, it was so quick, it kind of even caught us off guard. Talk about, do you prefer playing more on the offensive end, or do you like being in the midfield?
I don't know. Today might have changed my mind. Used to always be a defensive guy, but after scoring, it makes you feel good.
More importantly, it might have changed Coach Marley's mind, too. Mike, great job out there today, and you definitely gave the team what they needed right off the bat, the offensive burst. And best of luck the rest of the way, pal.
Right.
Thanks for coming on with us. Okay. Yep, there we go. All right. And we're going to go to Tanju Sivri back here. We're just going to hand you off. You can go right there. Tanju, you're the leader in the back end here for Sterling, and you guys have been very tough, especially in that Haddon Township game. But it looks like today your team took it to another level. Talk about what you were able to do back there.
Well, for my job is basically just to get everything out, keep everybody in shape, because we play a 3-back, so we got to keep it in shape. I communicate to everybody where everybody is, and with that communication, just brings us all together like glue.
And you talk about communication. I think they had a few opportunities, but it looks like you guys just kind of nullified things. Has the communication you're talking about gotten better from when you guys first started summer practices till now?
Yeah, of course, because we all started getting comfortable with each other. They all got used to my voice. I tell them where to mark, and they just mark it, and that's basically it.
Yeah, and it looked like we had you guys in the Haddon Township game, a very good team, the leader in the conference. Was that a game where, and I know you guys have had your ups and downs, was that one of the confidence builders along the way with getting the tie against a very good Haddon Township team?
Of course. I think we deserved that win all the way. We just created a couple mistakes. This game we nullified the mistakes. We gave up less free kicks. We didn't give up a penalty. So I think even if we played the same way we played tonight, we could have had the Haddon Township game, but that's just the way it is. And that helped us boost our confidence because they went 16-0 last year, and the way that we kept up with them and we scored the first 2 goals just gave us the boost that we needed.
And you talk about a boost. How good does it feel? You guys have obviously had your offensive struggles. You can see everything in front of you. Talk about how good it felt. Obviously getting the goals, but more importantly, getting consistent offensive pressure that you saw last
It felt great. We made a few changes. As you saw, Michael Berkeley played up top. He pressured the hell out of him, and that was it. It helped us out a lot.
Well, Tanju, great job.
Thank you.
We've seen you on here for the last week. You've been a 3-year starter.
3-year starter, yes.
3-year starter, really come of age, and I think probably the most important, in the most important way, is your maturity and your leadership out there.
Yeah.
It's definitely evident. And
Thank you.
Congrats, and thanks for coming on with us,
All right,
pal.
no problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good day.
All right. Tanju, you can hand this off to me, and we'll go to Coach Marley's. I don't know if he's Coach Marley's, you want to come on with us? We got a mic for you here. Coach, congrats on the first win, and I know you guys have been struggling for offensive firepower. You switched things up a little bit with putting Mike Berkeley up there. Did you think you would get the results that quickly?
No, of course not. We were looking for a spark, and he delivered. So credit to him and credit coach manager who had the idea.
Okay, and it just seemed like you really were able to put a lot of consistent offensive pressure throughout. Is that something you feel like is going to carry over into
it's game to game. There's so many different factors. I don't think today was our cleanest game in terms of possession or technical stuff, but what we were doing was working, so we just said at halftime, let's just kind of continue doing it. And that was really just putting pressure on their backs and continuing to play the ball forward and using guys like Mike Berkeley or Bruce or some of those players just to really put pressure on their backs and see if we can get them to cough something up and maybe create that way. And
you did a good job. We talk about the offensive job that you guys did today, but you also defended well, and you didn't leave. It seems like you didn't leave a lot of space for them at the midfield. Talk about that and how happy you were with
well, so we've been defending well every game.
Yeah.
With a little bit more in the attack. Our record's very different because there hasn't been a single game this year where I thought we defended poorly. Goals that we've typically let up have come on restarts, which is more of a team thing, as compared to in the flow of the game and your defense having a breakdown. The midfield, we have some exceptional ball winners in the midfield who are able to basically just clean everything up. That first, second ball, Ermel, Berkeley, so those guys are doing a great job for us in there.
And overall, what was the best thing? Obviously, the win, but that you saw from a technical standpoint about what you guys were able to do today.
The best thing was the clean sheet. So the shutout. It's something that we're constantly in the program year after year emphasizing. We want shutouts. So we've had a couple games this year where we blew 2-0 leads, and we had a 2-0 lead at halftime, and it was really halftime. The focus was just let's get a clean sheet, let's get that shutout, and to have a goalie in net who's playing his third start, I believe, of his career. So to get that for him was nice.
And it looked like, he didn't get tested a lot like maybe the Township game, but was very good with the decision-making in that second half, knowing when to come out and break things up. Talk about how impressive that is for a kid who's only been playing goalie, maybe 3 or 4 games?
Yeah, so everything he's doing is impressive, with the lack of experience. So just his willingness to step up and do it for the team, his athleticism to be able to do it, and he's putting the work in too. Even outside of our training, he's out there putting the work in. We have a former goalie, Mike Sowers, who's been working with him, and he's just putting extra time in and really dedicating himself to doing what he's got to do to help the team. And, this is not the role that any of us expected him to be in, but now he's dedicated to it. So, that speaks highly of him. Joey's doing a great job.
Good team player.
Yep.
Coach, great job today. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming on with us, and best of luck with what's left of the season.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
So great job by Coach Marley's and the rest of the team. Obviously getting a little more offensive firepower today than they've had all year, but a good all-around game, clean game. Joe Lomas getting the shutout, and just a great team win. For the entire Tech crew, for John Hallwood, Sean Clank, Mr. K, and everybody else involved, great job with the replays, great job with the camera. I'm Mr. Schulz. We'll see you next time.